Hey, well, welcome back, everybody. Well, yeah, you can see it's all apart again. Well, it runs, okay? It drives, it runs, but boy, it does a rattling. So I'm like, something's wrong. It don't run bad, actually, but it rattles. So something is loose. So I decided to drop, there's a little under here on this, if you can see it. There's a little square pan, and it catches all the stuff. So I decided to drop that and look at it. And look what we found in here. Yeah, ick. See all the metal? And look, a lot of it looks like a bushing because it's copper color. And let me get this might work, a pointer here. If you look over here, if you look at that right there in the corner, you see that? That is a needle bearing right there. Let me get something to pick this out. Sorry if I make you sick there. Right here is a needle bearing. Well, maybe it's not. No, it's just a square piece of, I thought it was a needle bearing, but it's not. I was wrong. But boy, we got some stuff in here, don't we? Oops, here we go. Look at all this metal. And then you got a bunch of, see the, I don't know if you can see it, but we got some, there's some right there. There's a big piece right there. See that? Yeah, this looks like a bushing or something. So, to say the least, we got issues inside this engine. Well, hence why I took some major stuff here. Something's really trashed. So, that is why I took off this side, because this is what they had off, loosened up. And as I look in here, I see nothing. Now, this, I believe, is the oil pump. So I need to probably pull that. First of all, I need to see when I pull that I don't screw something up or mess something up in here, because I'm going blind here. I don't know what's behind that. But it was pumping oil up to the top. It was pumping it out here, so the pump seems to be fine. So what I'm probably going to do next is come over here and take this back off. I've already had it off once. I'm going to take that back off and see what's in there. So that's the next thing to do. And see if I can see anything. This time I'm going to look at it with a different eye. Because I didn't really see anything. But I wasn't really looking either. So if this comes up with nothing, then only thing I can think of, it might be something inside the transmission, but I can't see that because it's separate from this. So it wouldn't make the noise. So there's something must be wrong in here. So that's the next project. I'm going to be taking that off and see what's up. So we can trace down what's wrong with this thing. That's a lot of metal. Not look good at all. So that's where we're at on this thing. I got some different tires for it. Got those on there. I got cleaned up. Weather got good enough that I can do that. It's stuck in four-wheel drive, so I got to figure that out. And I got my brake line, so I need to put that on there. All right, well, I'll turn you back on if I find anything. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hey, well, welcome back. Well, guys, as you see, you got a big old mess here. But I found out the problem. It's the crank. Here. See how that, so you can see that. See how that wobbles? See if you can see it down in there. See? Way too much of this. So I think it's all side by side. I don't know if it's the up and down. It seems pretty strong. So it needs a new rod. Hence, you know what that means. The whole thing needs to come apart. Well, look at it. It's almost apart now. But that's what I was wondering. So I'm going to see about finding a crank for this, if I can find one. Or I might try to get this one fixed, which I don't know. We'll see what we can do. So when I get something to know something, I'll let you guys know something. I'll bring you back on and we'll come back into this project. This is the Articat TBX 650, about an 06 model. So I got to find a crank, and I think we'll be good once we get the crank going. So I might, this is going to be it for here until I figure out something. I might show you taking it apart a little bit, but I got other projects. I got another motor I got to take apart and get its crank fixed. So the year of the cranks, huh? So, all right, well, I'll bring you back on and get something going. I'll bring you guys so you can see what's going on, and we'll put a new crank in this. I'll bring you along and we'll put it all back together and show you the results. Everything else seems pretty good on it, so I should be still doing fine on it. Well, have a good one, and hey, you want to follow this along, subscribe, and if you got some comments, hey, give me some comments. I'll see what I can do. And see about that piston too, that looks a little scarred up. But we'll see what we can do. You have a good one. Take care. Have a good day. Well, welcome back. Look what we have here. Got her broken apart. Boy, doesn't that look like a mess. Well, you just got to make sure everything's back where it goes. You know, and all these, you got these little extra things here. Hold up a second. I'm back. So all you got to do is make sure that these rings are on spot and in the right place. So you get, what you got to do is get the exploded view of where everything goes and make sure it gets back. That's about what it looks like, but that's what we have right there. And here you can see it. See the gap right there? See the gap? Yeah, that's not supposed to be like that. So something got, and then the ball bearings on there are just, that's what's, let's see if we can get you in there. Down here, see them there? And the grindings from that. So, hopefully I can get this rebuilt. If not, I'm going to have to find another crank. But there's where we stand. I have to get this crank out and go take it and see if they can put me another rod on here. I gotta get another rod for it and put it on there. Probably have to downsize it so it'll fit. Well, that's where we're at. It's kind of going to be on a standstill for a bit until I get the crank. I'm trying to move everything over to my bench so I can work on other things. But there's another nice one thing there. So, alright, well, I just wanted to show you this before I go put this all on YouTube. And I'll catch you when I get back, guys. When we get something start going back together, I'll bring you back on. Take care, and if you want to follow this project along, just subscribe and come on along. Have a good one.